Sup guys, I'm Kel, Red Zone Rogue, and welcome to the first episode of the Grimm Alice Showdown. So in this weekly series, I'm going to open up a booster pack of one of each set in the Grimm Cluster and the Alice Cluster, and we're going to see which set has the best card. So basically we're just going to find the best card out of all of these packs. We're going to do this for 9 weeks, and afterwards we're going to see which cluster reigns supreme, the Grimm or the Alice Cluster. Are you excited? I am excited because I've never actually opened up a Curse of the Crimson Moon's Fairy Tale or the Castle of Heaven and Two Towers booster packs before. So these are going to be really excited. I think I'm going to start here and then kind of work my way to newer. So we're going to go here to here, here to here. Let's do it. I'm excited. So first up we have Crimson Moon's Fairy Tale. Holy shit, everyone said these packs were like a pain to open, but I've never actually done it. I didn't believe him, man. I didn't believe him until now. So we have Resurrection of Vampire. And we're going to go through these pretty quickly, otherwise it's going to take a long time. The Jeweled Branch of Horai. You can take your time and read what it does. Pause the video. We have the Blinded Prince. Absolute Cake Zone. So that's right now best card so far. The Hunter in Black Forest. It's a pretty good card. It's a 300/300 for 1 fire and it has swiftness. But I think we're going to say this one's better because this one still sees play well. This one does not. We have the Servant of Vampire. Dream of Juliet. Dream of Juliet's a pretty powerful card. It lets you basically blink a dude, like make him leave the play and then comes back into play. But I'm going to say this one's better because it sees play in a wider variety of decks than Dream of Juliet. But I could see an argument for Dream of Juliet over that. We have the Knight of the New Moon. It's a pretty cool card. I like this card. You can rest it, draw a card, and discard a card, but definitely not better than Cake Zone. We have a... okay. Goodbye. We have a Magic Stone of Black Silence. Just straight up dual stone. It's a fantastic card. And we have Spiral of Despair. Spiral of Despair is a good card. Your opponent discards 2 cards, and I think if your J-Ruler is Pandora, he or she discards 2 cards at random. Yeah, but no. Definitely the Magic Stone wins out in this case. Next we have the Castle of Heaven and the Two Towers, which is really cool because this is like the only Force of Will set that has a not red packaging. Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited. There's some sweet stuff in this set. Alright guys, so our first card looks really cool. Rena, the Girl with Nothing. Yeah, it looks sweet. We have this big wolf jabroni. Shallow's Giant Delphin. Basically, I'm not going to read over the cards because I know what the really powerful playable Wanderer and other cards are. But if we don't find anyone, we'll go through them individually. Like if we hit a complete dud pack, we will go through and find something. So Ebony Devil's pretty good. She's a 500/500 for 1, but at the end of your turn, she deals some damage to you. So that's the current best card right now. We have Heartless Tin Man, Oz's Magic, Sacred Scepter of Exorcism. Wait. It's not a rare. Okay. We have Wind Magic Stone, and then our rare is the Dragon King's Flame. So this card deals 600 damage to target player or Resonator. If your J-Ruler is Fault Gold... oh, this is basically a Bahamut card. It deals 800 damage if you control Bahamut. Which is a better card? 500/500 for 1, or a kind of slow burn spell. It is an instant. I think I'm going to go with this one. Is there another card in this pack that could be possibly better? I don't know. Oz's Magic, maybe? Put an achievement counter on each of up to 2 target Resonators. If you control Oz, draw a card. I mean, maybe. This could win just for art's sake alone. What does it do? Target Resonator you control loses all abilities until end turn. Now, we're going to stick with the 500/500 for 1. Alright, next up we have the Moon Priestess Returns. Alright, so here we go. White Spirit. So now we're getting into some territory where I actually know stuff. Bind of Gravity is pretty good. It saw some play, at one time or another. It's a pretty good removal spell, and you can actually combo it together with Resonators, because it just says added Resonator cannot recover during recovery phase, and you can pay 3 to recover the Resonator. So you can put it on your own dude, and then attack, and then recover it, and attack and recover it. Pretty good. It was good with Mephistopheles for a while, so we're going to say that is the best card right now. I'm just going to keep flipping through these. Speaker of Creation, Dark Shining Swordsman. Great art, but not a fantastic card. And so we have Giovanni, the Lonely Child, is the rare. Let's see what else we have. He's okay. I would say Bind of Gravity is better, though. We have a Magic Stone of Light. We have Hide the Chaos, and a Book of Genesis. Book of Genesis is pretty cool. So let's just go over this real quick. So it costs 2 of any and 2 light. It's a Field Relic edition. And so at the beginning of your main phase, put a creation counter on this card. Then if this card has 6 or less creation counters, search your main deck for a resonator with total cost equal to the number of creation counters and put it in your field. Then shuffle your main deck. So basically, every turn you get a tutor for a new dude. You get a 1 cost guy, then a 2 cost guy, and then 3 cost. I think this card's actually pretty good. I'm not sure where to go with this one. Let's go over the rare real quick. This, once again, it's kind of a dud pack. It says, if you don't control other resonators, search your main card for Campanella, the Milky Way Moon, reveal it and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Campanella's an okay card. It's a super rare. And he's a 600 for 2. I'm going to go with Bind to Gravity because it actually saw some play back in the day. Though, I think Book of Genesis is pretty good, and you could maybe make an argument for Giovanni too, but I'm going to go with this one. Let me know in the comments what you guys would choose in each of these scenarios, by the way. I would be very interested to find out. Alright, so now for the last of the Grimm Cluster for this, we have, or at least for this episode, we have Millenia of Ages. There's actually some pretty good cards in here, so let's see what we got. Book of Iban, which basically is like a reanimator spell. You get to bring a dude back from your graveyard. It's not too bad of a card. Fetal Movement in Outer World. People thought this card was amazing until it was errated. I'm going to say that's our best card so far. And we're just going to keep going until we find something sweet. Not quite. Oh, alright. Super rare. Milus, the Invisible Ghostly Flame. Man, I mean, Fetal Movement still sees play, but I really like Milus. I'm going to say Milus is the best card in a vacuum. Oh, 0. She's pretty good, too. She's a 500, 700. With Quick Cast, enter, put a knowledge counter on this card. Whenever another 6th stage enters the field, you get a knowledge counter. He also has the same ability, except he doesn't have Quick Cast. And it says, you're going to move a knowledge counter from this card and prevent 300 damage. Actually, I think I like Milus more. He's a 600, 300 for 2, and you can remove the knowledge counter to deal 300 damage to a player or resonator. So I'm gonna go with Milus on this one. Let's do oh wait, nah, I'm gonna go with this card. I think this card's like legit powerful. She is a 400 for 2 green or 2 wind. She's an elf. It says other elves you control cannot be targeted by spells or abilities your opponent controls, and you can rest 5 elves you control and gain 500 life and draw 2 cards. This is one of the best cards in my Wanderer elf deck. Any like elf tribal deck, this is going to be a key card in it, and the other cards are just like, don't really see a whole lot of play. But this one actually has a home, and I think this one's actually pretty good. So, yeah, I'm going to say this is the best card from that set, or from that pack. Alright, so far the contenders for the Grimm Cluster, not strong. Easily, the Magic Stone of Black Silence is the best one so far, but let's see what the Alice Cluster has to offer, starting off with the 7 Kings of the Lands. I'm going to start off with Dark Purge, Order of the Sacred Queen, Soul Hunt. We'll say Soul Hunt's the best card so far. Protection of Seraph, Fear of Battle, Drag. Oh man, which one's better, Soul Hunt or Drag? Man, Drag's really good, but he doesn't really see play, while Soul Hunt does see play. I'm going to go with Soul Hunt for now, but we're going to put Drag there too. This one also sees play in the Grubalista Secret Technique type decks. Alright, Horn of Sacred Beasts. Goodbye. We're going to go with this one. Unless we get something... Oh, we did get a super rare. Cinderella, the Valkyrie of Glass. She's pretty cool. And we did get a foil, Alice's Little Assault Force, but... Nah, Horn of Sacred Beasts sees a lot of play. It's a pretty versatile card. Yeah, we're going to go with this card. Alright, so next up we have the Twilight Wanderer. There's some pretty cool stuff in here, so... I mean, there's cool stuff in all these sets, but let's see what we get. So far, we're still hitting kind of duds. I mean, 4 Sacred Beasts is pretty good, or the Horn of 4 Sacred Beasts is still pretty good. And, you know, Magic Stone's also pretty good, but yeah, let's see what we get. Alright, so we got this fairy with the sunflower as a shield. We have Shadow Assassin, drop of Yggdrasil, Send Back is okay, see some play here and there. Magic Matchstick, Elaine the Fairy, the Overlord's Invasion Party, Dark Machina, Gliding Shadow, Prisia, Beast Queen in Hiding, and a Stamped Invasion Ship, the Golden Hind. Wow, okay, so I'm probably going to say Prisia, Beast Queen in Hiding. So, not just because it's a super rare, so let's go over the cards first. I don't think there's any, like, huge playables. I do know Send Back did see some play at some point. And then this is a full art stamp, but I'm gonna go with Prisia. So I'm gonna go with Prisia because she's a pretty powerful resonator, and she has a pretty cool ability that's fairly unique. She's a 700 for 2 wind and 1 of any, and it says when this card enters your field, you can put an evolution counter on target resonator with no evolution counters. Don't look at that. It says, if a spell or ability would increase this card's attack or defense, it increases by double instead. And you can choose any number of attributes, and it becomes those attributes until end of turn. So, I like that. Doubles all the pump spells on it. These other cards aren't super great. I mean, what does the Golden Hind do? If you choose not to recover this card, you can rest a Resonator, it doesn't recover. I mean, this is a decent, like, removal-ish type spell. Send back. I mean, saw some play. I'm just going to go with Prissia. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm going to go with Prissia. Alright, next up we have the Moonlit Savior. I'm just going to leave that in. Not cutting that out. Alright, so Infernal Spirit of Vel Savaria, the Executioner. Did see some play. Ooh, Conductor's Baton. There's some pretty cool wombo combos with that. Veteran Master. I mean, nothing's really sticking out too hard for me right here. Wall of Wind. Okay, there we go. Wall of Wind's pretty good. We have the Knight of Solstice is the rare in the pack. I think Wall of Wind's better. He's playing a ton of decks. We have a Darkest Magic Stone and a... Oh, man. Okay, this is going to be tough. So this is a Valentina Puppet Monarch, super rare, versus a Wall of Wind. I really like the effect on Valentina Puppet Monarch. I think it's just, in a vacuum, just a super cool effect. When it comes into play, you get to steal one of your opponent's Resonators until it leaves field. But Wall of Wind is just a staple in a lot of control decks. This is a pretty hard one. I'm going to have to, like, show some restraint and say Wall of Wind. But, man, Valentina is really good. Alright, final pack for today. There's definite possibility to overthrow the current high runners. I think the current high runners are the Black Silence, the Horn of Four Sacred Beasts, and the Wall of Wind. But maybe we can get something cooler in the Battle for Ataraxia. Alright, so let's flip on through to the other side. Rabbit Trap. A lot of rabbit stuff. Flame Trap. A lot of traps too. Fairy Shadow. Circle of Trust. Melder. Melder's a fantastic card. He's playing a lot of stuff. Melder is the front runner for this pack. We have the Water Magic Stone and a full art Allosaurus, Avatar of Destruction. Very cool. Sweet card, but Melder, I think, is definitely better in a vacuum, especially when combined with Riza. Just on his own, he's still pretty good. He blows up a dude. When a card enters the field, target Resonator gains -400/-400 for each Resonator with stealth you control. But just the fact that he sees a lot of play in a lot of other decks, I think he's definitely going to be in the forerunning over Allosaurus, even though Allosaurus is pretty cool. Alright, so here are the choices for this episode. I'm going to take out some of the ones that I think you can just cut immediately, and we're just going to focus on these four. So we have the Black Silence versus these three. I'm just going to pick one from all of these, the best one of these, and yeah, this is going to be very hard to say. Melder is quite good. I'm probably going to go with the Magic Stone of Black Silence. It's just a fucking straight up dual Magic Stone. It is a very powerful card, and it just goes in so many other decks. And these cards are good, but they're not as universal as this. I mean, this can go in almost any control deck. This one has to go in a specific Riza Melder combo. And Horn of Four Sacred Beasts is good, but it usually will only see like a one of in decks, if at all. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Magic Stone of Black Silence. Keep in mind that dual stones will not always win, but they are pretty powerful cards in general, so pulling them is a good thing. The Grimm Cluster does have a small advantage in that it has the dual stones. However, the Alice Cluster has a very powerful Regalia. So, there's some give and take there. So, the winner for today is the Magic Stone of Black Silence. 1 point for Grimm Cluster. What we get next week? Will Alice Cluster overtake Grimm Cluster and tie it up? I guess tying it up wouldn't be overtaking it. Forget that I said that. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, all that good shit. Tell me what your pick would be from all the cards. Not just these cards, all the cards in general. Maybe I'm overlooking something that's actually really sweet. But in any case, I hope to see you guys next time. Have a good one all. And I will see you later.